we're going to go to, obviously, we're going to go to google.com, which people are going to do anyways to get Chrome. Then you're going to search up MASSGRAVE, Massgrave, all one word, sorry. And then it should be your first result, Microsoft Activation Scripts. Gonna click on that. You're going to copy this where it says download how to use it. Method 1 PowerShell, this is the easiest way, especially with this tutorial. You can highlight the entire thing, Control C, or right click and copy. Then you're going to go to the search bar, PowerShell, run as administrator, wait for it to boot up. As soon as it says this and Windows System 32 and all that, you're going to Control V to, you're going to hold down the Control key and hit V to paste it, hit enter. That blue thing that popped up, that is normal, and now here you go. So now, if you want to, which I would recommend, because it gets rid of some bloatware stuff, but not all of it, you can change your Windows edition. So, from the main menu, you're going to hit 7 as extras, and as you can see right here, change Windows edition. We're going to hit 1. It's going to initialize. Come on. And then you see all the different ones. You got option 2, that is Windows 11 Pro or 10, whichever operating system you have. Windows, whatever version it is, Pro. Windows, Windows 10, 11 Pro Education. Professional Workstation, this is the one I use on all my computers. Education. IoT Enterprise or Enterprise. So you can, whatever your heart's content, you can screw around with any edition you want if you're curious. The one I do would be option 4, Windows 11 Pro for workstations, or as it here is Professional Workstation. It's going to type in 4, and then you're going to have to hit enter. And then it's going to start changing your Windows key. So as we go into settings too, before it starts changing it, you will see you need to activate Windows to personalize your system. And if we go down into an About, it is currently Windows 11 Home. And after that, it will say, because it's going to tell you to make sure you're not doing anything, but if this is a fresh install of Windows as on a brand new laptop or brand new pre-built or desktop you just built, obviously you're going to have nothing on there anyway, so then you're going to hit 1 to continue, and then it's going to go and apply the key. Now this might take a minute, so don't be worried if you don't think it's doing anything, because it might restart your device, or it might ask you, or it might tell you the best way to make sure that you get all the activated or all the features is to restart your device. So no matter what, you're going to have to restart your device. So there we go. It completed. And because there are some exclusive features and some stuff that is a part of Windows, the Windows 11 Pro lineup, it is going to install a couple things automatically. So don't be alarmed if for some reason you're thinking, oh, why is it doing updates? I didn't do anything updates. That is part of if you change your Windows key to any of the Pro lineup keys. You can see now it's adding features. I'm just going to wait for it to finish adding those features. So tempted to play Jeopardy music right now. Come on. And don't be alarmed, it might restart your computer one or two. It's going to restart your computer at least once. Don't be alarmed, it might restart it once again. There we go. It's going back into Windows. So the nice part about PowerShell is you're thinking, oh, well, I might not. Do I have to go back and get it? Nope. You just go back down the search bar again, type in PowerShell, and remember to run it as administrator, unlike me. Run as administrator. Yes. And now what you're going to do is on your keyboard, you're going to press, once it fully comes up, come on, you're going to press the up arrow, and there is the command. Hit enter again, and this will go and show you. Now that it did that, just go in the system. Oh, did it activate it already? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So yep, there it is, Windows 11 Pro for workstations, and it looks like it might already actually be activated. So yep, it might have, it looks like it already activated it, but in the case that it's not, I'm going to show you how to activate it. So for activating it, let's say you already have the edition you want. Let's say you have Pro and you just want to activate it, you don't care about upgrading it. On this main menu, you're then going to hit the number 1 on your keyboard. And this should then start activating Windows. I'll say checking, it's already permanently activated, but it will say that. If it doesn't, it'll come up with a different message. This is just for activating it. You will then hit 1 again to activate. It will then run through all this. You have to have an internet connection for this, by the way. I probably should have mentioned at the beginning. You do have to have an internet connection to activate this. That's obvious by going and looking up the script. Also, one thing to keep in mind is this does only activate the license key to the actual disk, so your actual hard drive or whatever. If you clone Windows, it should still, like if you clone it to another drive, you're upgrading from, let's say, example, 1 terabyte, then you don't realize, oh, I need more space and upgrade it to a 2. If you clone it, it will still work, but obviously, if if you're doing this, it's not going to matter to have to reactivate it if you get another drive and installed on there anyways. So now it's done. It will say Windows 11, whatever edition you have, is permanently activated with a digital license. You're going to hit any key to go back, 0 to exit, and we are done. That is how you activate any version of Windows for free. Also, one thing to keep in mind, this also works for Windows Server as well. So, for example, if you have an old computer laying around that you just want to run Windows Server on to run server stuff, like create an Active Directory server, and you don't want to pay the stupid amount for even the standard edition, which keep in mind, Windows, let's example, Windows Server 2022 standard edition, that key is 500 bucks. I don't want to pay for that shit. This is also a good way to activate, and it works the same way. You do the same exact stuff for Windows Server, and it will activate the same exact way. I would recommend using this more for Windows Server than this, as the keys are stupidly more expensive than they are for regular Windows. And also with that, if you notice on here, there's Office, and then because it wants to get to pay for Office 365 on that website we went to. Sorry. If you notice, there's on-hook activation methods. So you see on-hook on here, Office. You're going to press 2. What's this? Download Office, number 3. And you have, this is the only other site I would actually trust. I said earlier, for Windows 11 and Windows 10, I would still go to Microsoft's websites because those are the most updated ones. But for anything else, like in a VM you want to screw around with, just get some nostalgia. I know damn well no one's getting nostalgia from Windows 8.1 or Windows 8 at all. They're only getting PTSD. But more if you want to get nostalgia, there's genuine actual Windows 7 license keys, not license keys, Windows 7 ISOs, Windows Vista, XP. Easiest way to actually probably get Windows Server ISOs as well. I probably actually recommend getting Windows Server things from here because they want you to put an email and other stuff. Just make sure when you go through here, don't click the top one. You can see they at least mark it so it's updated March. Search for your language. Obviously, mine would be English, so we're going to. Oh yeah, ENUS. So you would search for your language and then click it. It would download. Obviously that. But the more thing we're interested in is Office. So as you can see, the one you're going to want to do is retail. So Office CR2 installers retail with the heart. You're going to click the blue link. And if it didn't give me this weird ass thing, why does it look so much weirder on here? Man, I hate Edge so much. But the thing you're looking for is, I think this one should be good. So Office 365 Pro Plus or Business, either one. Home Premium, I don't think it really matters just as long as it's Office 365. So then your, let's say Pro Plus, Online, 64, Office Setup, and you'd go and install Office completely. Let's just do it as a tutorial of how to download and activate Office for free. Now keep in mind, I have not tested this yet well, I have tested this, I have done this, obviously it's there and it works. But the one thing I've not tested is if you use a Microsoft account that doesn't have Office as like the active subscription, if you can use the autosave feature. If someone wants to actually test that and let me know down in the comments, you can. And I will pin it, but I don't really want to time that. But obviously, it's going to take a while and we're running a bit on time. So as soon as that would download, you would just go back into here and then install Office on hook activation and it will activate Office. I recommend after it's completely downloaded and it says the actual installer comes up with Office has been installed, you could close on that. Do not open Office before that. I would just recommend installing and activating it before you open any of the Office 365 apps. I hope for anyone who was looking for free activation keys that doesn't want to pay for Windows licenses anymore, I hope this video helped you, and I hope you have a nice rest of your day, and good luck to never paying for Windows licenses again.